I felt so helpless when I was a kid that I said, I will never be that helpless, ever. So I said, I gotta get strong. I had to let people know that I am not all that in this regard. I'm just like everybody else. And what happens is in Hollywood, and I play pro sports too. Sports, I was in the NFL, all the way to Hollywood, and the whole thing is that they treat you so larger than life. I mean, you're bigger than everybody else. The pride that we have is something that could really, really hurt us. Because what happens is, as you're built up in everyone's eyes, and everyone is now saying you're the man, and you're this and this and this, you don't want anything to ruin that. You start to love that, even though in your personal life, it's messed up. Even though at home, everybody knows the real you. But you keep the picture, because now it's about a brand. I'm Terry Crews, the brand. I am a brand now. I am an image, and I have an image to uphold, and it's really pride. And what happens is, it will collapse. With that image, you become better than everyone else. You are now, you floating. You literally like, and you're better than other people. This is where you see, I've seen stars, I've seen athletes, I've seen ministers, I've seen all kinds of different people who literally dog out people below them because I'm better than you. I really believe I am worth more than you. Terry Crews, I believed I was more valuable than my wife and kids. I did. I'm being real with you. I was like, my wife would come to me, I'm like, you know what, whatever you have to say, I'm the boss. Like my way or the highway. The kids would have something to say, I'm like, you know what, be quiet. In fact, shut up, out. And they will walk away. And you treat everybody like that because you're better. You feel you're better. I'm worth more than you. And what happened is that you eventually fall. You eventually lose the job. You eventually lose your money. You eventually you are going to take a loss. Now, the most dangerous part about this, though, is because when you become your wins, when you're floating and high and all that, you inevitably have to become your losses. You have to lose. This is why athletes, when you see them, I played with the guys, man, who were superstars, and when it was over, they killed themselves. I played with them. Some of the closest teammates turn around and they commit suicide when the career is over. I'm running around and you wonder, in Hollywood, what in the world? Crack and drugs and cocaine and ecstasy, this is all bad. Why would you do it? But the thing is, they're like, I lost. So now I'm killing myself slowly. I was headed on a trajectory that was setting me up for the biggest fall of all time. Now, I'm going to give you some great news. This is the greatest news ever. I gotta stand up, because this is the greatest news. You are good. You are good. Man, if you knew how good you were, if you knew how good you are good. I'm here to tell you. Some of you never heard it. You are good. Each and every one of you in here. You cannot, if you believe you are bad, you can't break out because you can't go past what you believe. You don't have any shame anymore. What happens is people use this to manipulate you. They're like, yeah, but you ain't all that good. Anybody that tries to put that on you, tell them to get out your face. I'm serious. Anybody who tries to put you anything that, yeah, but look at your past. See, remember when you walk away, you leave, or you tell them to go. This is the best news you've ever heard in your life, because once you understand that you're good, you act accordingly. You know what? I have to put it like this with fitness, because this is a lot of people like to hear. Of course, with men, we like to work out. I love to work out. So, but some people get out of shape and they feel bad, and they say, "Man, you know, it works like shame. It's the same thing." So you feel like, man, I can't. I'm overweight. I feel bad. What happens is those cycles just keep going. You feel bad. So what happens? So you feel better. You eat again. And then you feel bad in the gym because people are looking at you and you go, I don't look good in my pants, and I'm just, you look in the mirror and you go, man, his fat is still here, and the whole thing, and fitness is way over there. It's somewhere I gotta go, and it's across the country, and it's so long. Why I give up? You know what? I'm gonna just sit down here, eat another donut. And let me tell you, that's real. But fitness is in you. It's in you the whole time. That fit body is there. And you think it's way over there. And that's the lie. So the lie is, another guy comes in the gym, he walks in like, hey man, you can't lift that. And he walks by and you feel shame again. But you don't let nobody do that to you. I'm here to tell you. In fitness, it's one thing that you say, you know what? I am fit. Even if you don't see it, I am fit. And you know what fit people do? Fit people go to the gym. Fit people don't eat donuts. Fit people eat protein. You don't become what you want. You become where your habits take you. Now, you have a donut, you ain't gonna get fat. But you have 100 donuts. Over a course of years, you will end up fat. And you'll say, how did I get fat? Listen, it's people who want money. People say, I want money, I'm gonna go get my money. But your habits don't give you any money. And my habit was taking me somewhere I didn't want to go. I'm sitting here like, well, you know, I'm on this trajectory and the whole thing, but why doesn't my wife want to be with me? Why do my kids not want to talk to me? What's going on here? Why am I aiming here and walking over here? My steps were going this way. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? And I've heard that a lot, and it's a great saying. What would you do if you never felt bad about anything, that you've lived your life was perfect? What would you do? I'm here to tell you it is. Dude, this is not a joke. I'm not making it up. I'm not here to, listen, if you don't believe me, again, I could drop the mic, boom, I'm getting the limo, I'm out. I love you. But I'm trying to tell you something. that is true. And it's true for me, and it's true for you. You can get anything you want. As men, we've been too comfortable. You've been too comfortable. And you got humility mixed up with fear of criticism. So you don't want to go up to your bosses and say, hey, you know what? I'm going to take this to a whole nother level. Because you know all other guys are going to be like, hey man, you're making us look bad. Hey man, you're now just doing just enough to look as good as everybody else so you can fit right on in because the other people will criticize you. Get criticized. I'm at the gym, man, and I don't play. When I'm in the gym, I do not play. I make noise, I lift, I throw, I have power cleaning, and I was like, bah! Okay, and the weights were flying up, and this guy comes by, he's like, hey. He's yelling. I pay gym fee just like everybody else, right? And he's like, man, yo, calm that down. You're making us look bad. Don't ever talk to me. I said, you mind your business. You hear me? Let me tell you something. Listen, you are a warrior. Don't ever let anybody take what you're supposed to get. And I knew what I was supposed to get. I was there in that gym to get what I was there to get. And I don't care what you say. I don't care what you look like. I don't care how I look. It takes courage to look like a fool. It does. Let me tell you, when you're in the gym and you're out of shape, you don't look good. You don't look good. When you're learning something, when you go to school and they give you the grade and everybody's, oh, he didn't do good. He got a D. You feel that hurt and you go, yeah, what you gonna do, never take a test? No! You get back up and you get what you are supposed to get. And I wasn't letting it happen. And people have always said, well, you know, be humble, Jerry, be humble. But you know what humble is? Humble is the fact that I can lift the whole gym, but I use it to lift groceries with a little old lady. That's humility. That's humility. That you use the thing that you're strongest at to help others. That's the essence of humility. I walk in like, what? I run this. But you gotta know you can do it. There was no humility. That doesn't work. You should go in your job like that. Not rude, never rude. It's not rude. But let me tell you, they're gonna take notice. They're gonna take notice. And they're gonna go, man, this dude he's above his place. He's outworking everybody. In fact, he's too big for where we got him. And I'm telling you, the energy, the energy that you get from that is meant to take you, the same thing that grows a flower is that same energy that you should grow your life with. If you don't grow, you're dying. If you do not expand your business, expand your family, expand your life, expand your mind, if you don't push to grow, you're dying. And what you have will be taken. And I don't want to see that happen to anybody, especially in here. You guys are warriors. You showed up here. I'm here to encourage you. I'm here to tell you, because I made all the mistakes, guys. I made it all, man. All. My wife was like, I'm out. I won't make you any promises that Rebecca is going to even come back to you. Because she was gone. She was like, I'm out. He said, but you need to get better for you. My father was very abusive, very, very abusive, okay? And I'm a big guy. My father is a big man. And I was a kid, my earliest memory of my father was him knocking my mother out. So I knew, okay, I don't want to get hit. So what he says goes. And he did this for years. For years. He was an intimidator. And it was always I see his big forearms, his big hands. He stomped through the house, boom, boom, boom. And it's like, whoa, here he comes. We would run. I mean, I literally would run when I heard him coming. We knew his car would pull up, the doors would close, we'd run. And then he'd come find us and he's like, oh no, what we do? And he was mean, really mean. Because I felt I needed to protect myself. And I felt so helpless when I was a kid that I said, I will never be that helpless, ever. So I said, I gotta get strong. And one thing I told my father before I brought my family back home, we call this the Christmas from hell. I said, don't you do anything in front of my kids that you'll regret, okay? Because I'm bringing my kids into this house now. And he was like, I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't got no problem. I don't care. I ain't doing nothing. So, okay. So I do it, bring the kids home. Everybody's there. The kids are at the house. I get a call. They're like, oh my God. Terry, this is my aunt. She's like, we're taking the kids over to my house. Your father beat your mom in front of the kids. Man! Just the memory. I was like, man, that's the one thing I didn't want to have my kids go through. And you gonna mess it up right now? I said, okay. I said, everybody, get everybody out the house. Take them over, get them out the house. I called my brother. I said, we going over there. We're gonna deal with him right now. We got over there. He had the nerve to still be there. I said, okay, you know what? I'm a grown man now. Now, I said, hit me. Me and my brother beat my father for a few hours. And you know what? I thought I would feel better. And let me tell you, I thought, finally, how does it feel? How does it feel? He's on the ground crying in a ball. I felt nothing. I felt useless. I felt like, man, this isn't doing